Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the Bully Dog BDX tuner fitting 2015 to 2020 F-150s with the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. If you're looking to unlock some of the untapped potential of your F-150's 2.7 EcoBoost, Bully Dog has got you covered here. This is a slick little handheld tuner that holds up to 10 custom tunes and will get you more power and tons of adjustability as well for a really good price. Nobody can deny the power that the 2.7 EcoBoost makes from the factory. It's a pretty stout little motor and it has plenty of oomph to get the F-150 moving and even towing with ease. But stock isn't our thing here. And if you want an easy way to get more power out of your 2.7, Bully Dog has you covered. Now the BDX tuner comes equipped with multiple octane specific tunes to pump up your truck's power and capabilities to improve drivability without sacrifice. Now the preloaded tunes are all street tested and they're dyno proven, so they're ready to go and they're gonna work on your truck. The BDX also gives you the ability to store up to 10 custom tunes should you wanna go even further with modifications down the line, which is great if you decide later on that you're gonna add some more things, maybe beef up the turbos or something like that. You've got the capability to go with custom tunes. Now this will also retain your stock tune. So should you need to flash everything back to stock at some point, you can do that right here without an issue. But there's more than just a couple of tunes baked in here. The BDX also gives you the ability to adjust some other things within your truck's ECU. In fact, it's quite a lot of different things. You can change or remove the speed limiter. You can adjust the speedometer to correct for a different axle ratio or even larger tires. You can adjust the idle and rev limiter, disable stop, start, and traction control, and you can even adjust timing. Now there's also a towing tune here. You've got the ability to adjust when the electronic fan kicks on. You've got an accommodation for CMCV deletes, and you can adjust your fueling at wide open throttle and even change the shift pressure to make for firmer, more positive shifts from the transmission. So this little unit packs in a lot of good stuff here. It also features data logging and live displays, so it can record information for you to download and utilize for custom tuning applications later on. And you can also mount it up on the dashboard as an auxiliary gauge and see the information in real time. You've got built-in Wi-Fi here as well, so in addition to Bully Dog's software, this can receive tunes and updates over the air, making it super easy to stay fresh and updated. And it will read and clear diagnostic trouble codes too, so if you do happen to get a check engine light, you can read and clear those codes very easily. Now I've been waving this around for a couple of minutes, noting all of the things that it can do, but it's also a pretty slick looking little unit and it's very easy to use. You've got a full color display here, so it's clear and easy to read at a glance. So if you are using it for a gauge cluster, you can just take a look and see all the information you need to see. And the 5-button interface here makes it very easy to navigate as well. I really like that versus a touchscreen type of module, just because it's easier to look and navigate without having to actually take your eyes off the road or even just poking around. I like tactility and buttons. You get the cable included in the kit as well, so it's ready to go and plug right into your OBD2 port. And if you do want to mount this on your dashboard or windshield to take advantage of those virtual gauges, we've got the mount available separately on our site as well, so definitely check that out. And you also get a micro USB cable so you can plug this into your computer, download all the information and data that you have, and update it should you decide that you don't want to utilize the Wi-Fi, or just makes it easier if you do want to plug it in. Everything can be done right then and there, so you're ready to go pretty much with this right out of the box. This one actually comes in on the inexpensive side for a tuner. It's gonna run you about $475. And considering all that you get, I really think that's a good deal. The module and the included tunes alone are great, but having the ability to modify other parameters and really tailor your truck and the driving experience to how you want it makes this even more attractive. And with all the features and the ease of use, the BDX is really just a good value for your money. So if you're looking for a great tuner that's not gonna cost you a ton and get you a ton of flexibility, this is a great one to check out. Installation is gonna get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter and should only take you about 15 minutes to complete. You're probably gonna spend a lot more time messing around with tunes and different settings than you will actually getting this plugged in and ready to go. But here to walk you through the process of install now is one of our AT customers.
All right, I've got a Bully Dog BDX programmer for a 2016 Ford F-150 that I'm gonna install. There's no tools required to do this installation. The programmer out of the box is going to require an update. You can connect it via Wi-Fi, plugging it into the wall in your house. You can do it in the truck after you hook it up to the OBD2 reader. or you can do it from your laptop if you hook it in there. I'm going to do my installation in the truck after I hook it up to the OBD2 reader connected to my in-home Wi-Fi. Under the steering wheel. You want the truck to be off whenever you plug it in, and then it'll prompt you to turn it on. It's got an HDMI port off the OBD2 reader that you plug into the top. It powers on once you plug it in. First thing you do is go to Program Vehicle. Gives you your California warning, so if you're doing this in California, it's not going to be street legal. And it prompts you to turn the key on into the on position. Turn on the vehicle's ignition key to the on position. If it's a push button start, it says you can hold the engine button for 2 to 3 seconds, but do not start the engine. Once it's in the on position, hit continue. Firmware update. And it requires another update. It's looking for a Wi-Fi signal. It's our Wi-Fi. I'll enter in our password. After you enter your password, you connect to the Wi-Fi. Connection is successful. And it's downloading the files for the update. Alright, mine's the 2.7, and that's what it's got the preloaded tunes for. So I'll select that. It hasn't been paired yet, so I'll pair it to the truck now. For mine, I run a 91 octane. So I'll select my octane and turn your speed limit on and off. And then your rev limiters. And then you hit the button to the right to approve it. You do have the option to do custom tuning if your dealer has sent those to you, and you can access those via Wi-Fi or from your computer. Alright, now it's writing the tune. The truck did give some messages on some of the electronics in there, so I could tell it was writing the tune or accessing the system. Alright, now we turn it off. Turn it back on. Turn it off. Once it's off, hit continue. The programming is complete. You can go to done. You can also use this as gauges and data log whenever you're running your vehicle. Vehicle info saved in there, device settings, vehicle functions. I'll go ahead and crank it up. You can read codes, clear codes. Tire pressure, tire sizes. So to do this, turn the truck off, turn it to the on position. So I'm going to change my tire size. So I have a 295/70/18 on the truck. Which is a 34-inch tire. That's my axle ratio, the 3.55/1. Turn the key off. Continue. Hit the right button, exit, right button, exit. And then this is back at the main menu. There are other features built into it that I'm not going to go through right now. This is how you program the truck. So my truck is fully programmed. I can crank it, run it. You can use this, like I said, as a gauge. This is a slightly larger device. So if you mount it up here, it's going to block your air conditioner vent. I've seen some guys mount it down here if that's what you want to use, but you don't have to have it plugged in. Once it's done programming, you can unplug it and your truck's ready to go.
That's going to wrap it up here for our review and install of the Bully Dog BDX tuner fitting 2015 to 2020 F-150s with the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.